Boerhaavia stem TS. Boerhaavia stem TS with abnormal secondary growth. See children, these are the Boerhaavia stems. The Boerhaavia stems are herbs. Sometimes they are also look like a shelves-like structures. The Boerhaavia stem TS with abnormal secondary growth. If we observe the Boerhaavia stem TS, primary stem TS shows mainly three major portions. One is epidermis, second one is parenchymatous cortex, third one is stele. The three major portions are present in the primary shoot TS of Boerhaavia. Epidermis is a outer layer. Epidermis is a outer layer. It made by rectangular parenchyma cells. And below this epidermis, cortex is present. And one more important point, epidermis, it gives a perfect shape to shoot and it protected to the inner parts. And the ridges and furrows also clearly visible in the TS of shoot TS. TS of shoot. So below the epidermis, cortex is present. The cortex divided into two major portions. They are hypodermis and inner cortex. Hypodermis is also called outer cortex. Inner cortex is also called normal parenchymatous cortex. Hypodermis made by chlorenchyma tissue. Hypodermis made by chlorenchyma tissue. See children, here it is the chlorenchyma tissues is presented below the hypodermis. These are containing chloroplast pigments. They prepared food material by the photosynthesis. And in this epidermis, stoma-like structures are present. The stoma-like structures are mainly helps in the exchange of gases. And below these hypodermis, normal parenchymatous cortex is present. Normal parenchymatous cortex mainly helps in storage of food material. And below these normal parenchymatous cortex, endodermis. Endodermis is also called starch sheet. See children, it is endodermis. Endodermis is also called starch sheet because the endodermal cells are filled with starch. So endodermis is also called starch layer or starch sheet. Here also Casparian strips are clearly visible in this starch sheet or in the endodermis. Below the endodermis, pericycle is present. Single layer of pericycle is present. And below this pericycle, vascular bundles are present. The vascular bundles are arranged in the three orals. First oral vascular bundles are called true vascular bundles. And the second, third oral vascular bundles are called medullary vascular bundles. First oral vascular bundles are called true vascular bundles. The true vascular bundles are arranged in the radial position beneath of the pericycle. The vascular bundles are up to 64 vascular bundles are arranged in the radial position. The true vascular bundles are conjoint, collateral, open, end arc type vascular bundles. Conjoint, collateral, open, end arc type vascular bundles. And second oral vascular bundles, third oral vascular bundles. Second oral vascular bundles up to 34 vascular bundles are present in the medullary region. The second oral vascular bundles are also conjoint, collateral, open, end arc type vascular bundles. And third oral, two large vascular bundles. The two large vascular bundles are arranged in a opposite manner. The two medullary or third oral vascular bundles are also conjoint, collateral, open, end arc type vascular bundles. And between these medullary vascular bundles, parenchymatous medulla is present. The parenchymatous medulla is also called ground tissue. And between the two vascular bundles, true vascular bundles, medullary rays are present. The medullary rays are mainly helps in the secondary growth. It is normal primary shoot TS of the Boerhaavia. During the secondary growth of Boerhaavia, between the true vascular bundles, medullary rays are produced cambium. The cambium is called intervascular cambium. See children, it is intervascular cambium. Already vascular bundles are containing cambium called vascular cambium. Intervascular cambium, vascular cambium combines and to form cambium ring in the vascular region. Cambium ring in the vascular region. If once cambium ring is formed in the true vascular region, it produced to inside secondary xylem to outside secondary phloem. To inside secondary xylem to outside secondary phloem. And between the two vascular bundles to inside alternate of the secondary xylem, conjunctive tissues are developed. Conjunctive tissues nothing but they are also called ground tissue. Conjunctive tissues are developed to outside and to inside. It is a normal process, but after some days, the true vascular cambium ring activity will be stopped, and abnormal cambium rings are developed from the starch layers or inner cortex. The abnormal cambium rings also produced more number of abnormal cambium rings to produce to outside of the stellar region. They produce to inside secondary xylem to outside secondary phloem. It is the abnormal characters. And one more abnormal character is medullary vascular bundles. The medullary vascular bundles also participated in the abnormal secondary growth, but they cannot produce the cambium ring between the medullary vascular bundles, but the medullary vascular bundles are participated in the secondary growth. They are enlarged in the size only. They are enlarged in the size only. It is the Boerhaavia shoot TS with abnormal secondary growth.